What's up, guys? Welcome back to SweetBeat TV. It's your hosts, Alex and Taylor, and we have a very exciting show for you today because the Billboard Music Awards were last night, and Taylor and I can't stop raving about them. But first up, we have to talk about who's on the show today, Taylor.
We have an exciting guest on the show today. We have Audrey Grace Marshall in studio from the last summer.
Yes.
An upcoming, much anticipated Netflix rom-com, actually coming out
tomorrow.
Friday, the 3rd,
yeah.
because it's May already.
I know. And speaking of music, we also have the amazing country duo Smithfield in the studio.
Yeah,
I'm so excited. They're so amazing.
They are.
Yeah.
I just love seeing new country acts.
I know.
I'm all about the country.
But first up, we have to talk about what's happening, Taylor. So the Billboard Music Awards were last night, and what a show.
A show.
Yeah.
Like a show-stopping show. I expected the best, but we got even more than that.
I mean,
we aren't worthy of what we just witnessed.
That's right.
No.
And the highly anticipated Taylor Swift new single, Me, featuring Brendan Urie from Panic! At the Disco, finally came to life on stage, and I think they did an amazing job at that, right?
I mean, all the drummers in the beginning, a lot of comparison actually to Beyonce's performance at Coachella. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And did you notice that there was a little rendition to the song?
Yes.
It was, usually she screams out, what? Kids, spelling is fun. That part. And she goes, and I'm for this. Vegas is fun. That was the switcheroo. I think I like that.
And what about the Mary Poppins-esque at the end when they're in their little umbrella flying through the crowd?
I mean, honestly, if anyone is Mary Poppins, it is Taylor Swift.
Right.
She continues to pull things out of hats always. So
she's amazing. It's super fun.
Oh, but wait, instead of rabbits, she pulled her cats out of her hat. I almost let that slip. Or slide, excuse me.
How could we not talk about that?
She was backstage ahead of time with Paula Abdul, who was also at the show, and took photos with both of her kitties.
I love her.
I mean,
I love her cats.
The best accessory and dressed of the night.
I know.
That's all I gotta say.
But let's talk about the woman of the hour, the host of the show, Kelly Clarkson, and her mashup.
Bringing back the mashup. I'm here for it.
Yes.
People. We haven't heard a mashup in a long time.
We haven't, but I love them.
Oh, yeah, I'm all for them, and I forgot that I was until I saw it again, and I was like, mash everything up.
I know.
I love
Actually, funny story, Smithfield, who's later on the show, they did a mashup at Stagecoach this past weekend. They were bringing some 90s and some country together, so mashups are on trend.
They really are, and we all want to hear Kelly Clarkson sing. You know, of course, we know that she's going to be a great host, but to kick off the show that way, and also, like, walk by the artist whose song it was.
And involve everyone,
I was just like, once again, I'm not ready for what I'm about to see.
I know.
So good. So, Kelly Clarkson.
We were definitely not ready to see. I mean, there were so many great performances. Like, first up, Halsey, a dramatic performance.
But so necessary.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just watching that taken completely backwards.
And with the contemporary choreography with her and that girl on stage.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Is that ballet? Not a dancer.
Yeah, it's contemporary. Or modern. Just like I mentioned. But
I thought there was tap, jazz, and what one did I say? Ballet.
Might as well. I mean, that was such a powerful performance, and I really commend Halsey for that.
I want her to go on Dancing with the Stars.
Do you?
I'm gonna throw that out there.
Okay.
I think
Halsey, if you're down, let us know.
Yeah. Or let them know.
We got the hookups right at Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah. Let me just call Derek Huff. I think he's still a coach.
Speaking of Derek Huff,
his sister was
his sister Julianne Huff. I don't know if you guys saw, but Paula Abdul closed out the show with a medley of her songs and hit Julianne Huff in the neck.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. You know?
It does.
It does. Just sometimes. I
know, be careful.
Your hands, you don't know where they're flying.
But Julianne Huff made a mockery out of it, and on Instagram posted her in a neck brace, and it was so funny.
You know a good meme's going to come out of a situation like that. So
definitely. Also,
for it.
The Joe Bros, they're back on stage.
They're back, and I like that they took it backwards a bit. Nick started with Jealous.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. They kicked it off with Jealous.
And then DNCE.
Yeah.
It's like we kind of, rode with them through their own evolution, and then all the brothers came out.
And the best part about the whole performance is when Nick is going through the crowd and kiss Priyanka on the lips. I mean, where can we sign up to be a Jonas sister? Because I am here for it. There's no more Jonas Brothers left, but maybe we can find one.
Isn't there one more? I think there's another. There is another.
Oh, there's
Jonas
a younger
brother.
one. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm not sure how old you are and if this is appropriate, but if you are of age and not married yet, well,
let Taylor know.
Let me know.
I love that.
Or if you're not a Jonas Brother and you're of age, you can also let me know. All right, moving right along.
Some country performances, Dan and Shay, Tori Kelly.
I'm all for that. Tori Kelly.
Speechless.
Completely.
Yeah.
I'm speechless. That was going to be my wedding song, so if you're the one that wants to call. Yep. Well,
so good.
Tori Kelly, not her first dabbling into country, because she has a song with Chris Lane
out
as well. And I think they actually asked her on the carpet when I was watching the pre-show, and they asked, are you actually open to doing more country in a country album? And she said yes. So maybe she could collab with Diplo.
Yeah.
I'm into it. So
right, and speaking of Diplo, we didn't mention the most exciting part of the night, post Billboard Awards. On the Joe Bros train, Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner tied the knot in Vegas.
And it was something, of course, we did not expect.
No.
But I feel like she's we've seen moments of her being at games or whatnot and getting on the Jumbotron and always kind of doing something that I never expected of her. So I feel like this was somewhat fitting for them.
It was.
Because they're
a little
unexpected.
Unconventional.
Yeah, I'm for it. And
very,
Vegas,
very different than Nick and Priyanka's
completely
extravagant wedding. But that's what I love about them. The Jonas Brothers, they all have their own kind of unique personality and vibe about them, and that's what makes them so great, right?
Yeah, I mean, Elvis married them. We actually saw that, and Diplo performed the after party.
Live, he went on Instagram Live to break the news. Talk about social media at its finest.
I never thought I'd be for a Vegas wedding, just not for me. That kind of Vegas wedding. Again, no room to be
Dan
too picky.
And Shay
but
performed.
Speechless, as I think they walked down the aisle.
Yeah.
I'm for that wedding.
That was
I
amazing.
wish I was there.
But getting back to some of the exciting performances, as we mentioned earlier this week, Ariana Grande and T-Mobile teamed up to perform her song 7 Rings on her Sweetener tour.
Yeah, and I mean, as a viewer, not actually physically being there, it felt as though she was on stage for the rest of us, right? Since she was actually on her tour. So, I mean, for us watching at home on our couch, it was a great performance.
It was a great performance. She's so talented. Yeah. And Madonna was back on stage with Maluma. Did you see that performance? Because Madonna was CGI. There was 12 Madonnas on stage.
A bunch, I think it's holograms, I want to call it.
Holograms. Yeah. That's correct, yeah.
There were a lot of Madonnas on stage, and she wore costumes, I believe, from a lot of the different songs that were in her music videos from the past.
Right.
So all versions of Madonna were there. Kind of like the Taylor Swift music video where they're all versions of Taylor.
Right.
But she brought this to life that we could all see it.
That was super cool. I really loved that. Also, the icon of the evening, MC Mariah Carey, took the stage and sang all of her favorite songs that I have cried to in every breakup that I've had.
How many? Just kidding.
We don't need to get into it because we belong together, Taylor.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. But she killed it. Ended the performance with Hero. I mean, the crowd was crying. And it was great.
It was a great performance, and I think we, of course, kind of know what to expect out of Mariah Carey through her performances, right?
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of it. But I was so taken back by her speech. We saw a very relatable, stripped back version of Mariah Carey that I've never seen before. I don't follow her too closely, so maybe she's spoken like this before, but she's I have actually what she said here. I won't read the whole thing. You should just honestly go back and watch it if you can. But she's an icon. I don't really think of myself that way.
Yeah.
So she really just kind of goes into music was just a thing for her to survive, and that she has had her ups and downs. So relatability, I think, is the 2019 thing. Is that the more relatable you are, actually, the more your fans fan over you.
And the last part of the speech where she's in all the fans that told me that my music saved your life, you actually saved mine. And it was such a powerful speech.
Right, because I think you forget you're doing music to survive, and then you realize, oh my God, other people are surviving through my music. I think she deserved the Icon Award. It's all come full circle for her.
Mariah, I survived through your
breakups.
music.
We survived.
Okay? So I love you.
Unbearable breakups, Mariah Carey.
You're my hero.
Literally. Well, go back and watch that speech. It's just really cool to see someone who seems just honestly godlike, just so untouchable, come to a level that we can all relate to. So
yes. And one of the most exciting performances of the night, BTS and Halsey hit the stage together. I mean, anytime they announced BTS on the show, the crowd went crazy. They're fans.
I'm just confused because that we see a lot of the people sitting in the front row and whatever not, where are they on megaphones or whatever you call that screaming? Because you can barely hear anything else that's going on. They completely take over the audio.
No, it's the BTS fan club just takes over the arena, and it was amazing. But something so interesting
What?
Halsey gave each member a diamond bracelet.
I mean, if you were looking for someone to collab, I'm thinking everyone should be picking Halsey. I think that's a great, what do you call it, give and take there. I mean, because BTS, I believe this is their first collaboration.
Yeah.
So it's huge for her, and it's also huge for them. Both get like great gets. And then to be gifted a diamond bracelet after.
And then BTS took a picture backstage with Drake, the man of the hour, and they're teasing, could it be a new collab? I mean, can you imagine Drake and BTS collabing?
Actually, oddly, yes.
That would be
I think
cool,
we've seen it all. We've seen so many crossover that like any genre at this point I think can actually cross, and I'm here for it.
And that's what's so great about the Billboard Awards. They do these kind of genre, different genre collaborations.
Right.
So yeah.
I mean, maybe Rexa, Florida Georgia Line had one. I mean, I feel like they really opened up the door, I want to say, for all of this.
Yeah, so maybe next year we'll see a BTS and Drake. And Drake breaks the record for the most Billboard Awards of all time.
I mean, if I was wearing a hat, Drake, I'd take it off. Hats off to you. That is such an accomplishment. I mean, he's picked up more than, they said, 12 trophies. That was just on Wednesday. So where does he put them all? I don't know where he would put them all. There's so many of them.
Kiki, do you love me?
Yeah. How does it go?
Drakey,
are you riding?
Do you love me? Are you riding?
Not in the car and doing this dance because it is unsafe.
It's so unsafe.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're dropping that challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
It's such an unsafe challenge.
No.
But anyways, congratulations to all of the nominees, all of the winners, all of the amazing performances. Great show, Billboard.
Can we also just touch on really quickly with Drake, his speech?
Yes.
Always
another relatable speech.
Pay the due, like, you know what I mean? Like, give respect backwards to like where it all started. And I love that he thanked his mother. Everyone wants to see like a grown man or woman, but especially for some reason a man, thank their mother. It's just so sentimental. And he's like, he ended up saying, thank you for basically driving to piano when I didn't want to take piano. And I'm like, I played the clarinet, and I don't know where that got me. So kids, if you're watching and you're debating between the two, I would just personally go with piano because I have not picked up my clarinet.
I do play the piano, Taylor.
And it's a great party trick, isn't it?
I mean, when the party gets low, I'm like, hey, do you guys want to hear For Elise by Beethoven?
There you go. Like, do you guys
New
got
song.
the keys? I'm ready to go. Yeah, funny, at parties, I don't bust out the clarinet.
Where's your clarinet when we need it, Taylor?
We're going to go to a party and we're going to do a duo. We are up for hire if anyone is not wondering. But he also paid it back. I said, and all those times you drove me to Degrassi.
Yeah.
Oh, Degrassi, and you
Where it
always
all
forget
started.
that Drake was in, you don't forget, but you kind of do. There's been a lot of time.
Yeah.
But Degrassi, great show. And kids, if you don't know what we're talking about,
go watch.
Well, that just shows the age difference between us. But no, you got to watch. It's such a great show.
It is.
And yeah, congrats to Drake. It's nice to like see where someone's career starts. Number one fan, Degrassi.
Yeah.
It's gone now. And thanking your mama. So we love it.
So great show, Billboard. We had a wonderful time watching it.
Yes, I can't even, I'm already ready for next year. So
Me too.
Just let me know.
For the BTS and Drake collab.
That, I can't wait to be there on the carpet. You know, I hope to go inside I mean, I'm ready for all of it.
So fun.
I'm going to be a seat filler. If all else fails, I will fill a seat.
Yes, but don't go anywhere. Coming up, we had a chance to talk with country duo Smithfield in studio to hear all about their coffee passion. It's very interesting, so stay tuned. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the show. Joining me in studio today is the amazing country duo Smithfield.
Oh, thank you.
Hello. Hi. Welcome to Sweetie High.
Good to be here.
Having us.
We've been talking a lot about normal things like coffee because what you may not know about Smithfield is they are coffee enthusiasts, right?
I'm on a coffee high right now.
Yeah?
Yes.
I mean, Sweetie High,
Connoisseurs, if you will.
On a sweetie coffee high.
Sweetie coffee high.
Yeah.
There you go.
So tell us a little bit about your passion because I think that's very interesting.
Yeah, well, we were just saying, like, a lot of the country artists like Luke Bryan and FGL all have their bars and restaurants, and our second passion and dream would be to have our own coffee shop in Nashville because we're so passionate about craft coffee, and Trey actually has his own kit that we take out on the road in a guitar case. It's like we're not diva or snooty about anything except coffee.
All right, so enough about coffee. Let's talk about you guys.
Right.
So let's start from the beginning because you guys have known each other a very long time. You both grew up in Texas, right? So tell me about the time. First, how did you meet and the first time meeting each other?
We met each other at a family gathering when she says she was 10 and I was 12. She doesn't remember that she was actually 4 and I was 6.
I don't remember this, playing hide and seek.
She doesn't remember this. Yeah, because
This never happened.
our families go back 3 generations. in the same little small town in Texas. And so our grandparents went to high school together, our parents went to high school together, and then my family ended up moving away, but we still always went back to the motherland, if you will, for parties and just different family and friend gatherings.
Yeah, we were always the entertainment for our families, but we never sang together. We always got up on the fireplace, and Trey'd get up there with his guitar and sing, and then I'd get up with my little karaoke box. And this is kind of aging me, but I had like a little tape cassette.
It was,
and I would sing along with the tape.
Box.
It was a karaoke box.
Exactly what you're thinking, yes.
And then Trey was in a rock band for 5 years. The rock band breaks up. I'm doing country music. We reconnect in college, and Trey reaches out to me, and I'm like, crap, I can't say no, because we're family.
Like families.
Yep.
Our grandparents talk, we're gonna get in trouble if we say no. And he came over, and we discovered that our harmonies and our blend of our voices is just like, it's like we were made to sing together.
Aww.
How the heck have we known each other all these years?
It's kind of cheesy, but
It is super cheesy, but it's true. Like, to know I've known you forever, my whole life, and to discover that was really cool.
That's
It was fate.
amazing. So as you mentioned, you know, like the famous Donnie and Marie, you're a little bit country and you're a little bit rock and roll. So tell us a little bit, you know, how you brought these two music kind of genres together.
yeah, I could answer this question a lot more long-winded because there's so many like parts of it. So at the time, I mean, rock and roll has kind of like morphed into a few kind of sub things, and it's kind of found a place in country music really, just in the past like 10 years. And at the time, I saw this guy named Keith Urban doing this thing in country music where he was playing electric and infusing rock and roll into it. And so when I started singing with her, she was already in country music. And I'd been kind of admiring from afar the things that guys like Keith Urban and these rock sounds were doing. So I was like, I feel like that's what we need to do because it's kind of in a way already what I'm doing.
Right.
And I love songwriting, and I love how songwriting is such an important thing in country music
Yeah.
and in Nashville. And so I think it was just kind of a natural thing we did.
Yeah, and at the time, like, our biggest influences as a duo, at that time, Lady A's Need You Now had just hit. And I mean, it crossed over to pop. I mean, it was a huge song, and we remember hearing that going, that's the blend, that's the chemistry and tension we want to create in a duo. I know they're not a duo, but they're very similar sound. And
But that
so
vocal blend.
that vocal blend just really, that's what we gravitated towards, and that's what we still, you know, try to push today. So.
That's amazing. And now you've opened up for some big and talented country artists, Kane Brown, Scotty McCreery, Granger Smith. I mean, I can go on and on. Dustin Lynch, Brother Osborne. So tell me about your favorite memory from opening up for one of these guys. No, I'm putting you on the spot.
Actually, I think I have one. We were in where were we? Iowa or something, opening up for Chris Lane.
Love Chris Lane.
We were on his bus talking to him before the show, and all of a sudden we heard our intro start on the stage.
Oh gosh!
And we didn't know they'd fired the track.
Our band started the
And
show
so,
without us.
We just like dropped everything we're doing, started just hauling across the place because I didn't even have my guitar
Chris
ready.
and his crew, they were all like,
And they were all just like dying because we were just sprinting across this backstage area, getting our stuff ready, and we just sprinted on the stage and started.
We were so late. I ended up singing Trey's part when I got on stage.
She had to sing my first verse, because she didn't have a guitar or anything to get ready.
So I was already on stage.
And
I
I just looked over and
don't know where Trey's at,
Chris
but
and his whole crew were just dying, laughing like on their bus.
we were hanging, having a good time.
The show must go on, right?
We lost track of time.
Oh. So let's talk about your EP is out, We Make Our Own. So tell us kind of about the EP and kind of the inspiration behind it.
Yeah, I mean, We Make Our Own has been our anthem for 2019. It's so much more than just the title track, because if you know anything about our story or our history, I'll try to make this, I'm gonna make this super short. Trey and I moved to Nashville, get a record deal really quick. Label folds. They don't give us our music back. We have nothing. Everybody says, okay, bye Smithfield, gives up on us, and we're like, do we move back to Texas? Do we stay? We're like, heck no, we're gonna fight for our music. So we did a Kickstarter campaign. $10,000 was raised online by our fans to do our record. We put out our record, and we like build this organic indie thing for the last like 3 or 4 years. All from SiriusXM and Spotify and touring, and that led to everything. And so We Make Our Own is kind of for anybody, whether you're in music or you just have a dream bigger than yourself. It's like, don't let the no's and the naysayers or the haters like put you down. keep going, believe in what you do. That is so important. That's been so important in our careers. We have had to forge our own way, and we just rock it out. And that
Literally made your own.
we made
EP.
our own EP.
Wow,
We
that's
make
incredible.
our own tour.
Yes.
Because we couldn't, like, we opened for all these great people, but being indie in our genre is very, very hard in country. And so we're like, all right, we didn't get a big spring tour. We're going to make our own. And we just sort of just do things our own way. And I hope that, as hard as that is, I hope that encourages people, other artists and anybody, like I said, to just rock it in your own way.
That's amazing. I love
Yeah.
that message. So let's talk about your single, Our World.
Yep.
So tell us a little
It's our
bit.
single. No.
You're in our world right now. Welcome.
We are. We've learned a lot about your world, but tell us more. Tell
Yeah.
us kind of the meaning behind the song, and it's
So,
been great.
just a little background really quick, because a lot of people don't know this about Nashville. There's probably 2,000 to 3,000 songwriters writing songs every single day in Nashville. So there's millions of songs that have never been heard. And me and Jennifer started in the writing community, and we always put out stuff we wrote. But I was driving in the car one day, and a guy from a publisher in Nashville sent me a song. And, you know, I usually listen to it, I'm like, it's not really us. And just the first time I heard this song, I was like, man, this is something really cool. And I texted her, I was like, hey, I'm going to send you a song, listen to it, let me know what you think. And she got back, she's like, that's a hit. And I was like,
Yeah,
Do you
but
wanna-
for me, the
do
song
you
was
want to
like,
cut this? And she was like, it just makes me feel, I mean, it made us feel like we were 17 and making questionable decisions and like feeling invincible, and that moment that everybody's in at some point in their life and everybody can connect to it.
Yeah.
And we both did, and we were just like, that's what we want to put out, because it connects with people, it's from our personal experience, and it's just a great song. So
Wow.
it was reminiscent of me for like growing up in Waxahachie, Texas,
Yeah, that's
as
what we're talking
kids,
about.
and like, you know, the saying like, it's my world, everybody else is just living in it. And
Yeah.
that's kind of how we felt. We've created our own Smithfield world, and it reminded me of personal, but also the metaphorical thing of just like, again, we make our own, rocking it out. This is our world, the way we do things, and I don't know, it just reminded me of those special times as kids and how we met and our story, and it just, I don't know, connected with me.
That's amazing. So let's talk about Stagecoach. We talked a little bit before the camera started, but we're heading out to Stagecoach tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes.
So what can fans expect?
So I'm told 104 degrees.
Heat.
We'll
You
see.
definitely know, but you're gonna bring the heat on the stage.
We're
That's
gonna bring
right,
the heat on the
that's right.
stage, both metaphorically and literally. But yeah, I mean, I've heard so many. We've always heard about this festival. We've never been before,
The
but
first time.
everybody always
Yes.
tells us
So much
about
more
it.
exciting.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm pumped about it. I mean, when we got the news that we were going to play this festival, I'm pretty sure you screeched.
Well, I
There
was
was a noise
excited
that came out of you that
to get my Stagecoach outfit because I love the fashion. We talked
Right,
about this. So I was like,
yes.
I can't wait to see what everybody's
That's,
wearing.
Jennifer has her snakeskin boots
Snakeskin.
ready to go.
Yeah, I
So-
am wearing these boots tomorrow.
There you go.
I got like just a special hat for it. Like, I'm so excited.
Oh,
I'm
I
excited
feel
Trey, you
about
have
more
your
than just the
fashion
show.
ready?
I feel like I've got to up my game now.
Trey's got
I didn't know you
his
had the
floral.
hat.
He's ready for the. He's got
Oh, his floral,
Yeah.
floral button down?
I'm
Yes,
gonna do a
yes.
good,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a good change of shirt. And
Okay.
That's about it.
Such a guy.
Rest
Got a
of the
clean
Guys are
day.
shirt,
easy.
ready to go.
I got my special Stagecoach shirt. It's ready to go.
Yeah, girls are so like, I got shoes, shorts, belt, the cute little
Everything.
bandana, like, and the hat. Yeah,
Right. Lots
We
of
got it all ready to
sunscreen.
go.
I'm Stagecoach ready.
Cool. So we have the fashion ready. So
Yes.
we're gonna hear some of the songs from the EP, obviously.
Yeah, Our World, obviously, that we just talked about, our single, and a couple off the EP. But also, we do like a really cool 90s mashup medley of our influences. So Trey's is like Aerosmith and Goo Goo Dolls, and mine's Shania and Faith. And so we mashed it up into one long song. It's really cool.
Oh my God.
It's so fun.
I'm coming.
It's
That's
like one of my
amazing.
favorite parts of the show, and
Yeah.
everybody sings, and it's just it's fun.
Yay. How adorable are they?
They are so amazing, and I got the opportunity to see them at Stagecoach, so I'm just like,
So you saw the mashup.
I got to sell the mashup. I am
So great.
I am like mashed with the mashups, people.
Yes.
One big mashed potato over here. All right, I'm for all the mashups. They're so great, and like if you haven't heard about them yet, you will. / go check them out, stream their music, do all the things.
That's right.
And coming up, I got to sit down and talk to the adorable old soul, mind you, as well, Audrey Grace Marshall, who stars in The Last Summer. So go ahead and take a look. Welcome back to SweetBeat TV. I am hanging out with the lovely, the beautiful, the best dressed, if I may say myself, Audrey Grace Marshall is with us, who stars as Lila in The Last Summer, coming out on Netflix May what? 3rd. We're already in May. So tell me, 10 years old, You auditioned for the part of Lila, and then take me back to where you were when you found out you got the part.
So I went through all the callbacks and stuff, and one morning my mom sat me down on the couch and she basically just said, Audrey, you got the part. And at first I was so confused. I was like, wait, which one?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was so excited. I was like jumping up and down. I'm pretty sure there's actually a video on my Instagram of it too. So.
Okay, I'm gonna go strip that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it over this interview. Did you think when Mom was saying, "Now, Audrey Grace, I need you to sit down," that you were in trouble, or were you thinking it was good news?
A little confused. I was like, what, did I sleepwalk? Did I do something? Did I knock something over in my sleep? Like,
Do you blame sleepwalking for the things you do? Like,
Probably.
oh, I didn't eat candy at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I was sleepwalking.
Yeah.
Are you a sleepwalker?
I mean, I don't really sleepwalk a bunch
Okay.
because I've got like a kind of like a loft bunk bed almost.
Okay, there you go.
But I do sleep talk a lot, so.
Okay. Are you sleep talking right now? Trick question. No, you're not. All right. Now tell me, what do you do to get into character? Because your character is someone who's really pressured by like a stage mom, right? To really go out there and be a certain person that maybe she's uncomfortable with.
Yeah, to get into character, I just really think of any conflicts, you know, just anything sad that's happened because, like you said, she goes through a lot of disappointment and pressure.
Right. Now, at 10 years old, obviously I feel like you're a bit of an old soul. I'm kind of looking at you, the way you're dressed, the way you act, you're so cute and mature. But conflict at 10 years old, I'm actually just curious, like what is that like? Just
Mostly
like issues
just,
at
like,
school or?
Anything really like if I get in fight with my brother or like.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay, all right. So you just channel whatever.
Just anger.
Just anger. All right. Okay. Now, you got to work with some really big names on this project. We have Mr. KJ Appa, heard of him? Riverdale, hello. We have Maya Mitchell, Tyler Posey, and a lot of others. So were you familiar with any of your castmates ahead of time?
I was very familiar, like you said, Riverdale.
Yeah.
I've seen that with KJ Appa. I've seen Maya Mitchell on the Fosters and
Yep.
stuff. But when you're working with such like a big film set, you don't always get to meet everyone.
Okay.
But I did get to meet them a few times walking around set.
Okay. Take me back to that moment. Were you a little starstruck, or how did that work?
I was a little nervous, like before I went, like since I knew I was working with such big names. But once I got to meet everyone, everyone's so nice, and like especially like with such talented actors, like just meeting them and seeing their personalities, it's really amazing.
That's awesome. You know, one day you're gonna be that person in that role, and then a young girl I'll probably be talking to is gonna be like, yes, I'm actually in this film with Audrey Grace Marshall. This comes out May 3rd, which is Friday, everyone.
Yeah.
On Friday, which is blowing my mind right now. Now, summer, that means summer's around the corner. So you gotta tell me, what are some of your favorite things to do in summer?
My favorite things are really just like going outside, I think, like going to the park with my puppy.
You have a puppy?
Yes.
Why do you bring the puppy? Did no one tell you to bring the puppy? I'm just kidding. All right, maybe I'm gonna crash one of your summer activities and I'll go meet the puppy.
Yes.
We'll take it on a walk. All right, fair. Okay, so taking your pup on a walk.
Yeah, or maybe just going to the park, going to the beach.
Okay.
I love roller skating, so roller skating around
You should
the
roller
park.
skate with the puppy. It's less work for you. Good exercise for the puppy. Okay, we're on to something here. We'll start a dog walking service on rollerblades. Okay, all right, so hang out with the pup, go to the park, eat some ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
But you're always busy is the thing, because the life of an actress really never sleeps. It doesn't necessarily always have a summer, right?
Yeah.
So I think you got some other projects in the works.
Yeah.
What is it? Can you tell us?
So, on the final season of Netflix's Jessica Jones, I play young Trish Walker. I'm
Yay.
super excited. I don't know the exact date that season 3 is coming out, but
Okay.
kind of buzzkill. But
Soon. That's usually
Yes,
everyone's go-to
just
answer. Soon it'll be out.
Yeah.
I mean, but girl, you're like in the Netflix family now, so that's
Yeah.
like the cool kids club.
Yeah.
That's where everyone wants to be.
Yeah.
And at 10 years old, you're already in. What do you watch on Netflix for fun?
you know, well, I watch Riverdale.
Okay.
I've seen.
Which is on Netflix too.
Yes.
The earlier season. So fair answer. You know.
You know-
It's all you.
I don't have like many like favorite shows.
Okay.
Shows like sometimes I just kind of like turn on the TV and just like choose something new. You know.
When you're sleepwalking.
Yes.
Nope, watching that tonight. All right. Well, you know what we're going to be watching?
Last summer.
You. It's going to be you on Netflix May 3rd. The last summer. I can't wait to watch you on this, and I also can't wait to hang out with you in summer and roller skate with your puppy, which will then be a dog, so then maybe he can rollerblade the two of us, right?
Yes.
Now, across your social media, where can everyone follow you?
Well, Instagram is Audrey Grace Marshall.
Okay, that's it.
That's really all it is.
It's her name.
It's Audrey Grace Marshall.
Audrey Grace Marshall. Well, girl, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Catch the last summer, May 3rd. Last question for you. Where are you going to be watching it, and who with?
I think just with my family. Just gonna have a little mini viewing party at our
And
house.
extended family.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then we'll rollerblade with the pup.
Yes.
All right, I'm kicking off summer with you. All right, girl, thanks so much for hanging out with
Thank
us.
you.
She's so adorable, right?
Oh my gosh. And her in the movie, you'll fall in love with her.
Yeah, I need to see her also on the big screen. And guess what? That means your girl's staying up late again tonight because it comes out at midnight.
Comes
on
out
Netflix.
tonight at midnight. And make sure you catch us tomorrow. We're having a special edition of SweetBeat TV, the last summer. So you're going to see us talk to the entire cast, and you don't want to miss it. But until then,
we'll
see you.
Like, comment, subscribe, all the things.
Yes.
All
All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.